Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I make these fun little surprise secret heart card surprise pop-up boxes that have a little heart on top. I made a card first. It's a little bit smaller than the paper, so I'm going to tell you what size paper I used to start. This is an 8 1/4 inch square piece of paper, and it has two sides, which really, these work really the best with the two sides. So I'm going to start folding. If I want my pattern to be on the heart, if I want the heart to be solid, I want to fold with my solid side up. So whatever side you're going to start your folding, that will be the side that will show the heart. So let's get started. So I'm going to fold it corner to corner and unfold, fold corner to corner. And I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to take my points on either side and I'm going to fold them to the center. And I'm not going to make them touch the center, but I'm getting close. That center crease here. And I'm going to do the same on this side. And I'm unfolding, and I'll fold this same corner or same tip to this last crease I just made on both sides. Now you're going to take just don't make a new crease, but just fold it back on the crease you already made. And I'm going to take this long edge and I'm going to bring it to that center. And then crease really well. And the same on the other side. Like that. So now what I have, if you can see, there's a crease right here in the middle. You can see it right there. That is where I'm going to start my next move. Now I'm going to do the left side first and then I'll do the right side, but I'm going to do the same thing on both sides. So I'll start with this one. I'm going to lift this piece and I'm using this vertical crease here as my guide. This edge is going to go right to that vertical crease, and I'm going to lay it right on there so it's lined up, and then I'm just going to crease as far as it will go. And you can see it lifts up, but that's okay, it's supposed to. So I'm just creasing that until I can't crease anymore. I'm going to take this edge, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that edge, bring it to the center, that center crease, and then I'm just going to crease take my finger and just crease that as far as it'll go. So now I'm going to take this edge it's sticking up, and I'm going to take it. You can see this fold right here, this long crease. I'm going to take that, I'm going to line it up so that this point lays right on top of this section here, and it's nice and even as far as it will go. So it just basically goes to this spot, and then I'm going to crease really well and lay it flat. Now I'm going to take these corners that are sticking on the outer edge, and I'm going to fold them on the existing creases. They're already there. I'm just going to fold them on both sides. Creases, no new creases, just reversing the crease that's already there. And now I'm taking this layer, this top layer, and I'm going to fold this point to meet this right here in the center. I'm just folding that. And there, now I've got that. To take this rectangle, that's folded rectangle, and I'm going to fold it backwards, all the way back as far as it will go, like so. And I'm just going to stop right there, and I'm going to repeat. So I've got the boxes already happening, and I haven't made the heart yet, but I want to show you, we'll do the same exact thing that we did here on this side. So I'm just going to bring that edge to this part here, up to that center. I'm going to go ahead and make that crease as far as it go. And I'll do the same thing on this here. As far as it go now, I'm going to just lay that down. And sometimes it's good to just look to make sure everything's lined up before you make the crease. But I just want to make sure that this crease and this are lined up. I don't want it off center at all. So I'm just going to lay everything, just push through the layers, nice and flat, crease everything. And I'm going to not make new creases, but folding these existing ones already. Pull those in. And the last step here is to take this layer and fold it right backwards to meet this little intersection here. Now what I'm going to do, this box by itself is beautiful. Just by itself, it can make a great little box. But let's turn it into a heart box. So what I'm going to do is fold this over, this one flap over. And I'm going to make the bottom edge, I'm going to fold the bottom edge to meet this edge right here. Just that one only. And then I'm going to take the top edge and I'm just going to fold a small corner down. Like about, you can see it's not very big. Just going to fold that small corner down. Oh, I did it on both layers, and that's fine because that's fine. I did it on both layers, but we're going to do anyway. I'm going to take this and fold it backwards like this. You can add some glue if you want to this at this point, to these little parts here. Now I'm going to take the other flap and I'm folding it over to lay on top of the piece I just folded. And I'm going to just repeat the same thing, and I'm going to match the folds that are underneath, match what's under there, whatever they are. So I'm going to take that little corner and I'm going to fold that down right here. And now I'm going to open this up. So I've got, the heart is almost finished. So the very last step is I need to take these corners. It's a very thick layer. You can see I'm taking this whole part and I'm going to fold it backwards. Now if you have a bone folder or something, I'm just folding it backwards a very small amount. And if you have something like a creasing tool, that's great, the back of your fingernail, something to really give it a good crease. I do have a little folder that I use. I could just really reinforce that crease. It's really important to be able to get to work really well. I'm going to also fold this before I take the same corner on the other side and fold it back at the same distance as the one on this side. So now I've got two little, you can see I've got these two corners that are that's pretty nice angle. But it needs to be one more step and then it's done. So I've got that nice and creased. You can see how that looks really great, but I just want to reverse the folds. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to open this up. Just open that, you can see I'm opening this up and I'm going to push this mountain fold down to make it a valley. I'm just reversing that. So I'm just reversing this to go in basically sinking that fold. And this little piece, you just have to coax it a little bit sometimes, but I got that to reverse, and now it's reversed. And then I'm going to really reinforce that crease. So here's how it will look, like that. Okay, so let's do this on the other side. I'm going to open this up, and I'm just going to push that in and reverse the top fold and this side fold, and I'm reversing that to make it sink. There we go. So now it's great. It's ready to go. So now we have a little box, and this card was cut just a little bit smaller, and I decorated it with watercolors and a pen and wrote a little message, and I'm going to insert it into the bottom. Now you can also decorate the bottom before you fold it if you wanted to do that too. And then the best thing to get so that these will lay flat again is you press it under some books, and I need to get it to close. You press it under some books for maybe a day, and it will actually retain its memory like this one did. It stays pretty flat. Another way, if you don't have time to do that, you can also just wrap it with a little string, or you can make a little belt for it. But right now it wants to pop up, and that's normal. It will do that until you flatten it or put something around it. And now you have this really sweet little Valentine, or anytime you want to show some love. I hope that you enjoyed this little video and it inspired you to make something for yourself or for a friend. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to see more like this, make sure you hit the notification bell. So have a really great day. Thanks for watching.